friends, it's Miss JoAnn at the Dayland Memorial Library, and it's time once again for another Pop-Up Storytime Halloween edition. I hope that you've been in to spin the wheel of treats. Oh, that wasn't a good spin. Ha ha ha, 4. I'm so lucky. Come on in, spin the wheel of treats, and you can pick out 1 to 4 treats out of our cauldron. And have you seen our candy cauldrons? We're giving away 1 of 3 of these on Halloween Day. During our open hours between 10 and 1, Miss Bonnie will be drawing the 3 lucky winners. So come in if you're dressed in any kind of orange or Halloween-y costume. You can sign up for one of these fabulous prizes. And here's some more good news. We were just told that on Halloween afternoon between 3 and 5, the Friends of the Dayland Memorial Library will be giving away our treats and trinkets in front of the building. So put on your best costume, come on down and see what you get. You ready for our story? Oh, it's a good one. It's one of my favorites. It's called It's Raining Bats and Frogs, and it is written by Rebecca Colby and illustrated by Stephen Henry. It's super good. You ready? Here we go. It's raining bats and frogs. And I like the dedication page. The author says, "For my parents, Myrna and Paul, who never once rained on my parade." That's very good. And the illustrator says, "For Lady Girl, because there's no nicer witch than you." What a compliment. Here we go. Every year, Delia looked forward to flying in the witch parade. This year was no different, despite the dark clouds hovering overhead. "I think it's going to rain," said Delia. And it did rain hard. The witches were wet and miserable. "It's raining on our parade," one wailed. "It's positively pouring buckets," moaned another. And this gave Delia an idea. Oh. Delia whipped out her wand and she began to chant. "It's raining, it's pouring, but raindrops are boring. Change the rainfall on my head and make it cats and dogs instead." Ooh, the witches were thrilled at first. They say, "Nice doggy." And I've never met a cat I didn't like. Look what's happening. They were thrilled at first. Uh-oh, but then the parade came to an abrupt halt. "You call this a cat? Dog Nabbit, give me back my broom." "This will never do," said Delia. And raising her wand for a second time, she said, "The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but cats and dogs, they just won't work. They hiss and bark and go berserk, so change what's falling on my head and make it hats and clogs instead." Clogs is a fancy word for shoes, for your information. And the witches were overjoyed at first. "Black hats, my favorite, and a girl can never have too many shoes." Uh-oh, but then the parade erupted into a free-for-all. "That's my hat." "No, it's mine." "Well, those are my shoes. I saw them first." Delia sighed. "What a big to do, she said, waving her wand again. The raining and pouring may have been quite boring, but hats and clogs just have to go, inciting fights, creating woe. So change what's falling on my head and make it bats and frogs instead. Snack time, girlies. Somebody grab the cauldron. The witches were ecstatic at first. I've been slimed. I don't think that's slime. But then the witches became even more wet and miserable than before. What should we do now, wondered Delia. She was out of ideas. Gnats and bogs, she mumbled to herself. Mats and logs? Rats and hogs? The more Delia thought about it, the more she realized there was only one thing to do. And with that, she raised her wand one last time and she chanted, "The raining and pouring wasn't really boring, and bats and frogs just make a mess. They drop and plop and cause distress. So change what's falling on my head back to drops of rain instead." Thank goodness, it's only water. A little rain never hurt anyone. The witches were relieved. The parade soon proceeded, and the longer it rained, the more exciting the parade became. They do look happy. The floats began to float, and the marching band learned synchronized swimming. And Delia and her friends tossed water balloons into the crowd, and everyone agreed that it was the best parade ever. Until the year it snowed. The end. Well, that was a delightful story. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And speaking of snow, we might get a little bit on Friday. But snow never bothered me. Did it bother you? I doubt it. Happy Halloween, friends. Come see me. See you next time. Bye-bye.